What is fear? People, fear is only here as an alarm system to let us know when there's a potential for hurt, harm, or danger. All right, fear is here to evaluate the possibilities of something going wrong in a situation. That's it. So, say you're speeding down the road. Fear would tell you that there's a possibility of you crashing. There's a possibility of you getting a ticket. Or even, at worst case, a possibility of you losing your life or taking someone else's life. Let's say if you're giving a presentation at work, fear will say, there's a possibility you might freeze up today. Or fear will say, there's a possibility you might fumble your words and lose your spot. Or it's a fear that this could be the worst presentation of the year in front of everybody. Or let's say you're trying to start a new fitness goal or a new meal plan. Fear will tell you that given your past experiences, you might fail at this again. Or fear will say you might be embarrassed in front of your family and friends because you start something new and you letting it down and you giving up on it again. Fear will tell you that it might be the possibility that things might not go your way this time. It might not work out the way you think it should. Now catch what I'm doing here. All the words that I'm using, possibility, might, should, those are the things that fear does. But none of those things are conclusive. We must understand, people, fear cannot dictate our future. Okay, fear doesn't care if you win or lose. Fear doesn't care if you have $1 or $1 billion. All right, fear doesn't care if you achieve your weight loss goals. Fear is not your friend. All right, people, fear is only here to evaluate the possibility of hurt, harm, or danger in your life. Somehow our society has adopted the mindset that if we're fearful of something, then we probably shouldn't do it. But every single person that you see on TV, every successful person that you've read about, that you look up to, every single one of them has fear every day. The only difference between you and them is that fear stops you. For them, they pick up their fear and they go and do that exact thing that they're fearful of. So how do we overcome fear? Few things that I feel can help us overcome fear that has helped me in the past and that's still helping me to this day. Hopefully it'll be great for you. Number one, make fear a consultant, not a director. All right, when fear comes, acknowledge it, feel it, get an understanding of what you're fearful of. But then ask yourself, what is it that I really want for my life? And if I don't take these steps towards my goals and towards my dreams, what will happen with my life? And most of the time, the answer is going to be nothing. Nothing at all will happen with your life if you don't take the action or don't take steps. And a life where nothing happens is a slow, mediocre road to death. So, number two, preparation deflates fear, people. The more prepared you are, the more confidence you will have in the actions that you want to take. In any situation, take the things you are fearful of. Study in that area. Gain more ability in that area. That will deflate the fear every time you go to attack it. Number three, action overcomes fear any day of the week, people. We must conform our minds to the mindset of, yes, I'm scared. Yes, I'm nervous. But I'm gonna still go over there and find out for myself. I'm gonna still take steps towards my goals. Be bold, people. Do what you need to do when you need to do it. And most of the time, we find out that we made a situation bigger and the mountain bigger than it actually is. When we actually go and do it, we'll figure out that it's not as bad as we thought it was. So take action towards your goals. And number four might be the most important. Expect to succeed. All right, you attract what you expect in your life. So do you expect to be successful? Do you expect, no matter what's happening in your life right now, that you will have a successful future? Because your expectations will dictate your attitude. And so think about it. The times you've been disappointed in life, you were disappointed because a situation didn't turn out the way you expected. or that person's actions were different than what you expected. Say you're talking to your spouse or you're coming home. If you're expecting confrontation and opposition, then you tread lightly when you come home. If you're expecting happiness and joy, then you're excited to see each other when you get home. And the same goes for your goals. If you're expecting everything to go wrong or everything to be difficult, then it's going to be really hard for you to get excited about taking the risk. But if you have the mindset of, no matter what obstacles I have to go through, no matter what setbacks come my way, I know in the end I will win. That will charge you to give it everything you have to go after every dream and every goal that you want. So with that being said, let's get right into our action points. So action point number 1, I would like you all to write down your top 3 goals. And then with those goals, I want you to write down 2 things that has made you fearful of taking steps or going after that goal. Action point number 2, I want you to study up, I want you to research, I want you to dig deeper into those things that you fear. I want you to study how to overcome it. I want you to find some other people's stories, somebody that's been through it before, and figure out how they got through it. If you're saying that you don't have any money, I want you to research how to start a website for free. If you're saying you don't have any resources, I want you to research, like, how do I start a business? How do I sell my own product online without having to go through a store? If you're saying you don't have any connections, I want you to search, how do I find connections in my industry? Whatever industry that is. All right? Action point number 3. I would like for you to take an action that directly counters each one of those fears. So if you're scared to speak in front of people, ask your boss at the next meeting if you could take a small section and just speak in front of that small group. If you're scared of rejection, go and ask that person that you've been wanting to ask for help. Ask them. Or that person you've been wanting to ask out on a date. Ask them. If you've been wanting to apply to a job but you felt you weren't qualified, apply to that job this week. If you say that you don't have a mentor but it's someone that you had in mind, ask that mentor this week to mentor you. If you want to make videos, make that video, upload it to Facebook or YouTube this week. Start your brand or your company this week. Take control of your life. We can't leave it up to chance. Become the architect of your destiny. God has given us everything that we need to accomplish our goals. So let's start acting like it.